not from tackle. It's a big issue, obviously. It's in the news everywhere. There's a movie about it. I'm proud of this. We're proud of this. That the woman who wrote the book of concussion endorses it. Dr. Samadani loves it. The WFCA loves it. 3 years ago, USA Football. I don't know how many of you are heads-up football guys. 3 years ago, it wasn't even in their plan. Now you can go on USA Football, and there's 22 drills right now on hawk tackling. It works. It's safer, and that's the message that I want to keep getting out. Yesterday, when the doctor was talking, there was a lot of science out there. I need an elevator speech. I need to say to my parents, here's a visual. This is how we're going to do it. Anybody can see that. You take a 14-year-old boy who, he sees a butterfly and chases it. Now, see the dot, hit the dot, put the shoulder on the dot, become a better tackler, make it safe. That's who's doing it right now. I mean, there's hundreds more. But those are kind of the teams that started. You know about Rocky Seto, who just actually retired from coaching. He was at the Seahawks. He was at USC. He sat down and talked to the rugby guys in London. But how do you get these great collisions and you're not wearing any equipment? So I have Coach Lococo here and Coach Becker. We're going to do, what are we going to do, hawk roll tackle? I want you to leave here with drills. I want you to leave here with questions. I want you to leave here with answers. And hopefully inspired. So, all right, Coach is wearing our shorts. We sell these in shorts and pants, of course. But Coach is going to walk us through a hawk roll tackle.
All right, fellas. Basically, anybody who's done rugby-style tackling, you all know we're tracking the inside hip, okay? So for this purpose right now, I'm going to look at Coach Coco's left hip. Well, my eyes, no matter where if I'm coming from here, like Coach York here, well, my eyes are on the inside hip. We're tracking that inside hip, so my head is here instead of across. Now, I know old school guys that doesn't jive necessarily, but when your head's here, you can't possibly get kneed in the head, can you?
I can tell you a story. 1990, Northwestern Prep. I took a knee to the helmet. I woke up in my bed the next day. So I'm passionate about the fact that, hey, keep the head out of the game. Rugby guys, put the head behind. Go ahead, start that.
So here we are. Beautiful. Bam. Right here. My eyes are on that hip. My eyes never leave that hip. And you know what? The best part about this is, as I'm coming from here, and there's a force player over there, and we could talk scheme stuff and how this fits into. We can get into that. But if he wants to cut back, how is he going to be able to cut back? I'm tracking his inside hip. So fine. I took away cutback by looking at that point right there. Pretty simple, right?
That's that leverage advantage that we're talking about.
So we're all leveraged there. So as we approach, I really do emphasize shooting the hands violently like we all have forever, because that still can create turnovers. But when we approach, our eyes are through the dot. We're here on this, in this case, my left leg. We're splitting the crotch. Here, violent hands, and roll. I'm not going to take him to the ground because we're filming this, and I
might not get back up.
And I'm old and fat. But we're here, violent, and roll. And guess what, fellas? The head is completely out of all. It's completely out. And we're still emphasizing it. And we go through drills during practice where when we're doing this violent arm movement, people, I get questions like this all the time. As we go through this, okay, say the ball is here. Well, how face mask with football? Well, shoot. I just knocked the ball out. That happens. We've done that repeatedly. We've actually increased our turnover ratio the last couple of years since we started doing this. So, and I'm not knocking anything. Don't get me wrong. But this just all of a sudden starts making a whole heck of a lot more sense because we're safer, we're still causing turnovers, and kids that might be worried about the physicality of the game, well, here's kind of a way to alleviate that.
I go